Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope you all are doing good. So today is the class in which we are going to discuss about the descendants of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Basically, in this video, we are going to discuss the grandsons of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein. So, what kind of questions you may get from this topic? The question which can come in your exam is write an account on the lives of the two grandsons of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Al Hasan and Al Hussein. So, here the examiner wants you to write down the whole detail of their lives. Each and everything from their lives should be there in the topic. So let's quickly discuss about the life of Hazrat Imam Hassan Razitala Anhu. And in this topic, we are going to cover the details about his birth, about his early life, his love of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam for Imam Hassan. Then we are going to discuss about his services, and then last, his death. So his early life and his birth. He was born on 15th of Ramadan in 3 years after Hijrah in 3 AH. He was named Hassan by the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He is also called Shabbar, which means handsome, because he resembled to the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam a lot in his appearance and in his style. So he got this title Shabbar, which means handsome. And we all know that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to love both of his grandsons a lot. So we have a lot of examples in our history which shows that how Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to treat his grandsons. So his love for Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein was outstanding. He is often seen them in hadith literature playing and kissing them. Once they were entering the mosque, the Prophet ﷺ came down from his pulpit means mimbar, made them sit in his lap, and then continued this speech. It shows that the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ used to value his grandsons, used to love his grandsons a lot. Now, the services of Imam Hassan, they got their knowledge from the Holy Prophet ﷺ and from their father Hazrat Ali Razillatala Anhu. They were about 7 and 8 years old when the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ passed away. They supported all four caliphs when the Prophet Muhammad, after the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, four caliphs came, and during the caliphate of Hazrat Usman, his caliphate was one of the difficult caliphates for the leaders. So Hazrat Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein, they were there to support Hazrat Usman radhiyallahu anhu in his difficult times. They were appointed as guards by their father during the siege of Hazrat Usman radhiyallahu anhu. They took part in the Battle of Camel and the Battle of Siffin from their father's side. Further, after the death of Hazrat Ali, Imam Hassan was appointed as the caliph, and according to Shia belief, the imamat was transferred from Hazrat Ali to Hazrat Hassan in 40 years after Hijrah. Here we are not supposed to discuss about the Shia belief, but yes, it's important to understand the details. So after the demise of the Holy Prophet, after the demise of Hazrat Ali radhiyallahu anhu, Imam Hassan was the one who appointed as the leader of the Ummah. He resigned in the favor of Hazrat Muawiyah by fulfilling a prophecy of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as he wanted to reunite the Muslims under one leader. Please make it very clear that the journey or the chain of the caliphs, it was sealed after the caliphate of Hazrat Ali. Now they were the leaders of the Muslim Ummah, right? So Hazrat Imam Hassan resigned from his leadership because Hazrat Muawiyah was there and he wanted to be the leader. So he resigned so that the Muslims can be united under one leader. Now the death of Hazrat Imam Hassan, the culprit of his time, could not tolerate him. He was poisoned by one of his wives. He was buried in Jannatul Baqi, and he had about 8 children from different wives. So it was a quick detail of Hazrat Imam Hassan. Now let's move into the details of Hazrat Imam Hussein. The detail about Hazrat Imam Hussein, about his birth and early life, is he was born on 3rd Shaban in 4th year of Hijrah. He was named Hussein by the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam also performed a Akika ceremony for both of his grandsons. He is also known as Sayyidul Shuhada. Sayyidul Shuhada means the chief of martyrs. We all know the event of Karbala, and just because of the event of Karbala, he was, the people are called now. The people call him Sayyidul Shuhada, means the chief of martyrs. Now, what happened when he became, after the death of Hazrat Hasan, he became the leader of Ummah. He also performed his duty as the scholar till 60 AH. When Hazrat Amir Mawiyah died, in 60 AH, his son Yazid succeeded his father illegally. What happened that one portion of the land was in the leadership under the leadership of Hazrat Imam Hussein, and one portion of the land was under the leadership of Hazrat Muawiyah, right? So after the death of Hazrat Muawiyah, what happened? His son Yazid took over the leadership illegally. At that time, people were not happy with with the Yazid's leadership, because he was not a lawful leader. Plus, he was a very wicked person, right? So Yazid tried to enforce Hazrat Imam Hussein to acknowledge him as the leader of Islamic empire. Yazid had a clash with Imam Hussein. Why? Because he was forcing Imam Hussein to accept him as the leader of the whole Islamic empire. But Imam Hussein preferred to strive or sacrifice his life, but not to bow down before the evil. He he took the action, he strived and sacrificed his life, but he did not accept the leadership of Yazid. And this was just because that Yazid was not a lawful leader for Muslim Ummah. So, what happened now? From here, we are going to discuss the quick details of the clash happened in Karbala, the event of Karbala. So, this is a quick background that how it initiated. The people of Kufa wrote letters to him, to Imam Hussein basically, and asked him to come out against Yazid, and they promised their support. He decided to take actions on the unjust appointment of Yazid and left for Kufa with his few supporters and family members. He sent his cousin Muslim bin Aqil to Kufa to know the condition of Kufa. So what happened? Kufa was under the leadership of Yazid, and the people of Kufa, they were not happy with the leadership of Yazid. So they wrote a letter to Hazrat Imam Hussein, and they asked him to come and took over the leadership of Kufa. So Hazrat Imam Hussein took this matter very seriously, and he decided to take action against Yazid because he was not a very lawful leader. But before leaving for Kufa, what did he do? He sent his cousin Muslim bin Aqil to go to Kufa and look that what are the conditions at Kufa.